Hello, and welcome to GadgetGuideUSA. Thanks for watching my Findway Levitating Bluetooth Floating Speaker with NFC product review. As you can see here, I kind of got a side view. I just wanted to show you the level of levitation that the Bluetooth speaker actually goes through. As you can see there, you can clearly see the white. That's not a magic trick or anything like that. Essentially what it is there's a magnetic base here and there's some magnets built into the actual Bluetooth levitating speaker, which allows it to kind of float there. Two caveats to the floating Bluetooth speaker is one is you really need a flat area to set the speaker, to set this base there itself. It helps a lot if it's absolutely plain. It makes actually setting the levitating speaker a little bit easier, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. As you can see there, I kind of have it playing. I'm going to go ahead and turn the volume up so you can hear the sound quality. I mean, it has great sound quality as far as the highs and the mids. I mean, the bass isn't awesome, but you have to think about how small. I mean, it's essentially a baseball-sized speaker. I think for the size of the speaker, it produces really good sound. And overall, I'm very happy overall for my desk speaker, mainly because when people, as soon as they walk into my office, they immediately ask about the levitating Bluetooth speaker. Some of those sounds are being actually made with my phone as I push it here. I've actually synced this Bluetooth speaker to a Mac, to an iPad, and to an Android, or yeah, Samsung Galaxy S3, S4, S3, and they all worked fine. It does have I'm going to go ahead and stop it here. And what I was talking about as far as having an even bass, setting the speaker, it requires a little bit of finesse. I've only set it a few times. Basically, I put it on my desk and forgot about it, but you can kind of see here, if you set it up wrong, it'll kind of stick to there, or if you smack it really hard while it's sitting on your desk, it'll sit there. But essentially, it just takes a little bit of finesse, and you kind of just gotta get it to hover in the right spot. Like I said, it makes it a little bit easier if it's plain, and I mean, pretty much after a couple practice runs, you'll get it right away. But now what we're gonna go ahead and do. This is the actual what came in the box. Mine did not actually come with a micro USB cord, which I'm not sure if they normally are included. However, this one was not. You can see right here clearly that it has a micro USB charging port and a power button, as well as a Bluetooth button. Essentially, it has a power button right here. If you hold it for 5 seconds and it's off, it'll turn on, or if it's on, it'll turn off. But if you're done, or you want to switch audio back to the phone when you're here, let's say you're playing a song, or you get a phone call, and when you get a phone call, the audio does come out of the speaker, but we'll get more into that. If you want the sound to just be transferred back to your phone, if you click the power button for just a short press, it'll turn it off. And you don't actually need the magnetic base. You can kind of see here's the magnetic base. Everything you need. It's got some cool looking lights there. But essentially the Bluetooth speaker will work by itself. So if you just want a Bluetooth speaker to take with you and you're not worried about the levitation, you can actually take this with you. So now I'm going to zoom in, and that's the micro USB port. That is the power button, like I said. A quick press and it turns it off, turns audio back to your phone, and then a quick press will turn the audio back onto the speaker. As your Bluetooth button there, if you hold that for 5 seconds, if you already have it synced with your phone and hold it for 5 seconds, it will forget whatever it's synced with. If it's not synced with anything and you hold it down for 5 seconds, it will, try to sync up with the device. The syncing process is actually very simple. You basically just push that button, find it on your phone, and sync with it, just like any other Bluetooth device. One thing this levitating speaker has that not a lot of Bluetooth speakers have is an NFC chip built into this top part right here. So if your phone isn't synced with the Bluetooth speaker at the moment, you can actually take it, if your phone has NFC, and set it on top here. You heard that beep, and that means it is syncing with my phone. Normally it will ask you, would you like to sync? However, in this case it does not. So as we see here, that paused the music. For some reason when you put the phone near it, it'll pause the music. I'm not sure if that's a feature or what, but it does do it. So we're going to go ahead and continue the music. Another neat thing about this speaker that not a lot of other speakers have is that you can actually charge it while using it while it's levitating. As you can see here, I generally leave this on my desk all the time, and this USB port is actually a really nice feature. I actually leave a micro USB port plugged into it at all times. One, to charge my actual phone when it needs charging, that way it can charge right in front of me and I can use it while it's charging. But also you can plug into this USB right here, and you can actually charge the device while it's playing. Now when you actually charge it, when you plug it in, it actually resets automatically. But hold the power button down for another 5 seconds, you'll hear the turn on beep. And now it is in fact on. It's ready to levitate. I will admit that having the cord on it makes the setting of the speaker a little bit more difficult, but you can see I've done it a few times there. It is kind of tilted, but it does work fine. I'm going to go ahead and play. So if your speaker dies down on, while you're playing it, you can actually continue levitating it while charging it. I thought that was a really neat feature. Now as far as phone calls, the levitating Bluetooth speaker does not have a microphone built in. You can take calls with it. If I were to receive a call right now, I just put it on speakerphone and I talk into my phone as if it were the microphone, yet all the sound comes out of the speaker. The sound quality is of course great for phone calls. However, I guess it's just a little question on to how you want to use it, if you don't mind using your phone as the actual microphone. Or you can just click that button, you could click the power button and you could turn it back to your phone and use your entirely for the phone call. All really depends on your preference. Overall, this thing is really neat. I have a lot of fun. When people walk into my office, it's normally the first thing they ask about is, oh, that's such a neat speaker. And it does have the feature where you don't need to bring the magnetic base. It doesn't levitate, it doesn't have to levitate to work. You can just grab that softball with you and bring it wherever you go. And now you have a transportable speaker. It holds a charge for quite a bit of time. I haven't killed it, so I can't tell you the exact time, but I will say that it's been on my desk for 2.5 or 3 weeks now. I should have done a product review a long time ago, but I've been busy due to Christmas and things. But overall, big fan of the Findway Findway levitating Bluetooth floating speaker. Specific questions, comments, or suggestions, please email me at GadgetGuideUSA@gmail.com. Thank you for your time.